What's up, good people? I hope you're having a blessed day. This is High Ground Podcast. I'm Landon. I'm joined by Zach, and we are also joined by Shadow, who is our mascot, and she will be revealed at 100,000 subscribers. So be sure to like and subscribe. Wow, that sounded like very 2010s YouTubery.
What's up, guys? It's Elliot.
Make sure to leave a comment down below. Zach, what are we talking about?
Today we're going to talk about Footloose.
Footloose, the 1984 version of Footloose came out in, 1984. Has a 6.6 rating on IMDb, a 3.3 stars on Letterboxd, and I believe, 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. Directed by Herbert Ross. Ross.
Hey.
That's not my last name. Directed by Herbert Ross.
Yeah, no, that's our other friend, Ross.
Yeah, sure.
Ross Geller.
Starring, obviously, Kevin Bacon and Laurie Singer. Zach, what's your rating on this movie?
I give it a 7.6.
7.6, that's good. Mine was a 7.7. That's crazy.
Bro,
What is happening?
We almost did a repeat, bro. That's crazy.
Do you recommend this movie?
Yeah, I would. Especially if you just like a classic 80s movie. I know I say that a lot for like every retro review, but that's the time. No, it's good. It's an interesting plot. I mean,
yeah, very simple. I recommend this. If you enjoy dancing and all that, it really is just like a good solid.
It's just
classic.
a kickback film. Like, you don't have to go in with anything. You just watch it and kick back, relax, and just enjoy it. Like,
yeah. So Zach, what are some of your thoughts on this movie?
I mean, growing up, I remember, because I'm very old school, so like I'm an old soul. So of course I love all these like older movies and stuff, which I think we share that a lot in common. But clearly, that's when I remember just growing up watching, and it was just one of those movies that's like on in the background on TV, and then you're like, oh yeah, like I could just tune in at any point. And I'm like, yep, I know what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's great. It's such a weird. It's just such a funny, like,
concept.
Yeah. Like, we're outlawing dancing.
No dancing in these parts.
Like, of all the things we're outlawing, this is what we're outlawing.
Yeah.
You know, so as a kid, it's funny. And even now, it's still funny. It's like, man, they really had some creative ideas back then, you know?
Yeah. I actually watched the remake before I watched this one. Which I like the remake to the 2011.
It's a good one.
2011. Yeah, to the 2011 remake. That's also a good movie remake. Something I do want to mention in this is that dude. So in the remake, the guy who plays, so his name, his friend, was it Woody?
Woody. Yeah, Woody.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is about Miles Teller being the best recast for characters, but Miles Geller in the remake plays Woody, and he looks just like the guy who plays Woody, John Laughlin.
John Laughlin, yeah.
That's I'm laughing at. I'm sorry. John Laughlin, he plays Woody's character in the 1984, and then Miles Teller plays Woody in the remake. And I'm like, same thing, same guy. And I'm like, that is perfect recast. And then also he plays Goose's son, Rooster, in Top Gun,
and he's also Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, say that again. But yeah, so like I don't know what it's about Miles Teller being the best guy to like recast or play someone's son, but
he does a good job.
He just looks like he looks like an '80s actor, I guess. You know, like
honestly, yeah. I mean, if I had a nickel for every time Miles Teller was in a remake or sequel to an '80s movie, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird to happen twice.
Talk to me about Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. The fact that this movie kind of has like a legacy to the point where Guardians of the Galaxy references it so much in the first one, and the literal holiday special brings Kevin Bacon,
literally Kevin Bacon,
as a meme, mind you, and it's hilarious.
Yeah,
because like that's the thing too. I feel like that's most people, but yeah, you think Kevin Bacon, your first thought's like Footloose.
Yeah,
that's like one of his most iconic roles, honestly. But it is funny.
That's funny to me. Like, everyone's first thought is like, yeah, Footloose. My first thought is X-Men First Class.
That too. Like, I always forget that too, because that was such a weird time. Because I remember, so when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, me and a good friend of mine watched like all the X-Men movies together to kind of like prepare for it, you know. Sorry, bro. Just because you did it last time, I had to do it. But yeah, so like it was funny because I remember watching. I was like, "Oh my god, that's Kevin Bacon!" And I was like, "I forgot about that." So that was trippy.
Kevin Bacon. Yeah, being Marvel nerds. So like the whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm like, yeah, I get why Star Wars is the way he is.
It makes so much sense. Yeah, literally. Well, it's like it's just imagine like that's your whole personality because you watch it and you grew up on that. So like as far as you know, it's like I love Footloose. You know.
Yeah. Is it still the greatest movie ever?
It never was.
I actually really like the intro to this movie, just like the dancing feet. You know, like
oh yeah. There was a lot of good camera work shots in this movie, like that you kind of have to appreciate. Like, and that's just an '80s thing in general. A lot of those movies have those iconic shots that you remember. But like, yeah, the intro, and then also like towards the end when they do the final dance and everything, it's like, it's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, all around, great, solid movie. 7 out of 7, 7 out of 6.
That's the closest since Superman.
Superman.
That is the closest rating. That's crazy.
So great movie. The dancing is cool. Ariel is kind of a bop.
Oh, kind of. Yes. No, it is crazy. Also, yeah. One thing I always love is so John Lithgow, he plays the Reverend in the movie, Shaw, and which is funny because I don't know, I feel like have we talked about How I Met Your Mother before? Like, have you ever seen that?
I've never seen it, but
but you know of
I know
it.
Of it, yeah.
So yeah, like he plays Barney's dad, like his true bio dad, and like that's a whole thing. So every time I see him in something, that's what I think of. But also he was in John Lithgow's in all kinds of random movies. So he's in Footloose, he's in that. He's going to play Dumbledore in the new Harry Potter series that they're doing, which is interesting. He was in Planet of the Apes. Like, if you just like, matter of fact, while we're here and talking about it, I'm just going to look at his movies and stuff.
Through his filmography.
Yeah, he was in Shrek, apparently. I didn't know that.
He was Donald in Interstellar.
He was in Dexter. I don't know if you've heard of that show before or not, but that's also Interstellar, one of my favorite movies of all time. He was in that. And The Accountant, he was the villain in that.
Oh yeah, he was the villain.
Daddy's Home, he was in. Like literally, just look at his resume, bro. He is one of the most random actors ever. Like in a good way, kind of. To me, he's almost like J.K. Simmons.
He's like in everything.
Just kind of literally, like, he's like in everything.
Yeah.
Just randomly pops up. You're like, oh yeah, it's him. Like, yeah, I just want to talk about that for a second because that's something that's always funny to me. And he did such a good job in Footloose because it's like, why does this guy just hate dancing?
I know.
Live.
Like, what's the problem with dancing, man? Like,
literally,
the dude gets pulled over because he's playing music. Like,
it's just crazy. Well, and it's just crazy because like for a time, like you know, the whole like stuff with like Elvis Presley when that was a big thing. Yeah, because like that was the whole thing is like. Back then, it's like, oh, this is the devil music. This is, you know,
that's a scene.
Yeah, which is funny. That's a scene. But it's funny because now, you know, like our generation, things are clearly so different now. Like that's still a thing, but like it's not. It's different. You know what I mean? But back then, that was like taboo. Like so, like to even dancing, like it was like not to this extreme level, but it's kind of cool to like see. Kind of a little bit of pop culture, like real world, being showed in a movie about something so ridiculous, but you can't help but be like, you know, for the time that it came out in, I could see it.
And then honorable song in the movie, "Holding Out for a Hero," Bonnie Taylor.
Yes.
It's such a fire song.
Love that movie.
Such a good song. Yeah, there's not a lot in it. This is a good movie. I actually do recommend it. You know, actually, if you know, we didn't do a spoiler warning, but you know, this is also a 40-year-old movie, so you might have just got spoiled if you haven't seen this. However, it has been out since 1980s, so sucks to suck.
Literally, like, what do you want us to do?
But yeah, I mean that's really all I got on the movie. You got any?
I mean, other than just go watch it. So that's the thing. Like me and Landon talked about when it comes to like retro movies when we do these reviews. the main reason we do it is to shed light on these movies, because the art of movies is something we really love and respect and like want to go on as long as it possibly can. So these older movies that maybe people haven't watched from our generation, it's like the things we were introduced to as kids. So it's like a way to shine light on it and to recommend and obviously talk about it, but ultimately it's just to put it back out in the world. So
yeah, it's really
Footloose is definitely one of those movies for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely that. Just put it back out in the world, because this movie in 9 years is gonna be 50 years old,
which is crazy.
But then in 9 years, like Star Wars is gonna be almost 60 years old,
which blows my mind. It's been around that long and still is relevant.
These movies in the 70s, 80s, 90s they're about to be like super old, and like people who have grown up with them are gonna be aged, and they're gonna be these movies are gonna be like they're gonna start to look like Wizard of Oz, like people are gonna forget about it, and
it's just like remembering like where movies came from, like how we got to here. As much as we love Marvel and Star Wars and DC and stuff, like even these oddball movies that come out now, like it's just like it's really cool to like see how things have changed over time, but how some things haven't changed. But that means that it's like that's the hard thing, because like there's some movies that are retro movies like, man, we could talk about this for 30 minutes. There's so much to talk about. And then there's ones like this, it's like
and that's the thing about the retro movies that I really enjoy, is that because people are saying like, our attention span's super like short because of like TikTok and Instagram and all that, which I agree, like a bunch of attention span is short, but I think that's the beauty of these like older movies, is like they're only like an hour and 30 minutes, they don't take about a lot of time, and that's why like these retro reviews are kind of shorter, is because there's not a lot. They're short movies, and they're like straight to the point. Dancing's illegal, and Kevin Bacon gets the girl, and they kind of all have like the same formula, but they're all super good and all super unique in their own way, and they're all super like entertaining in their own way.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what the 80s were all about. It's like music was so vastly different over time with different genre dabblings, but also like movies were the same way. It's like, you have the Goonies over here, and then we have Sandlot here, but then it's like, oh, Footloose, Dancing Illegal, and then you have The Breakfast Club, like just random all over the place. And that's what makes it so iconic. And to that point though, it's like that's the beauty of it, is like, if you're movie nerds like us, it's like, man, I just want like a quick movie to watch. There you go. Yeah,
and then that's kind of the beauty with like these older movies, is like back in the day they didn't have like social media or anything, so like a Friday night wasn't just scrolling for 4 hours. It was, let's go get a pizza, let's go rent a movie from Blockbuster, and let's watch Footloose, or let's watch The Sandlot, or let's watch I'm trying to think of movies we've done, The Goonies, the new Indiana Jones movie came out, let's go rent it and get a pizza and like watch it. Like those are things that like it's kind of lost now, like especially with like Netflix, man.
Oh dude, you want to talk about like the way it grew and took off, like,
like especially like just like not just Netflix, but like obviously Netflix changed the game, but even like these other streaming services that like everything's like available and you only gotta pay like a certain amount, but part of me is like some of the time it's almost overwhelming,
Oh, it could for sure be overwhelming.
Like I got a list of shows and movies that I need to watch. I'm like, I don't have time to watch all these. Like that's kind of beauty of like the cinemas right now, is like you're forced to sit down and you're forced to watch.
Exactly. Well, and I don't think we've ever talked about it on the podcast, but this is like one of the favorite things we talk about is like even before we became like Regal Unlimited members and the movies all the time, we already went to the movies a lot together.
Yeah.
And I think that's an appreciation we both really share at heart, is the beauty of movies and cinema isn't just like to watch a movie. It's you kind of have to make yourself go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like
give undivided attention and just soak it. It's an experience.
Yeah,
right?
it's an escape from like the real world,
Exactly. Like it just feels like you're literally going away.
Exactly, and that's kind of like that's the beauty of like cinema right now. It's like, I mean, especially like recently watching like the super, especially recently with like there's a lot of movies coming out in summer 2025. So like each movie you're like, man, this is good. I'm like, I'm captivated by.
This is one of the best like summers for movies right now, honestly.
Yeah, it's like I'm captivated, like, and that's the beauty of like the retro movies too. It's like, now I'm captivated by like the racing movie or the superhero movie, but then I was like, I want to go back and watch the dancing movie, about Footloose. I don't know. That's the beauty of movies, is like you can always watch them whenever you want, but it's also a way to escape, And And yeah, that's the thing too with I'm going on a rant. That's the thing too about like older movies is like, yeah, they're on streaming services now, but like back in the day, you just had to pop it in and like hit play.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I feel like it was almost a hassle to like pause and rewind. And
oh, dude, yeah. Even like VHS, bro.
Like now it's like you can just like go back or whatever, but like then it was like
there's like 10 steps versus now it's like, all right.
Yeah, and then it's so much easier to be like, oh, I gotta let me pause this, and then you're scrolling for an hour. It's like, oh wait. Like,
yeah, literally. It's almost like a chore nowadays, like to make yourself just sit down. I think that's just the way that the world is and when we live in. It's just like it's always like go, 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 and it's like distraction. So like that. And that's something too, like, it's funny, like, I sound like such an old man right now.
I know, I feel like that too.
But, like, the idea of, like, when you watch a movie, they're always like, turn your phone on silent. Do not, like, back then it wasn't, like, the way it means now, but now it means, like, no, that's, like, a real thing, because sometimes we're just so, like, glued to these things.
I know.
That the beauty to be, like, I can go with my friend or whoever and just put my phone down and just let myself experience something else.
Yeah.
Just be somewhere else for once, not be stuck in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Like, the movies are an escape from reality and just an appreciation of, like, life.
Yeah. And, and, like, don't take this the wrong way. It's not like we don't like TikTok or Instagram or anything. Like,
oh, yeah, we do.
We're still, like, we're in our 20s, so, like, yeah, we're, like, we love social media and stuff, right? But, you know, sometimes it's good to, like, have an escape from the real world, you know? Especially with social media now, you know, the news is hard right now, and it's always good to have like a funny movie or a lighthearted movie or, you know, just to have those escapes, you know, enjoy the time. And it's also a good way to like have fun with the family, you know, a movie, some pizza, you know.
Some of my favorite memories in life involve a movie somehow. Exactly. Like it's either like that going to a movie or just there happens to be a movie in the background. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that because we were doing this and this, but like the movie was there. And I don't know, that's just like it's a very unique connection to have, you know, because like not everyone has this. There's a lot of movie buffs like us that have that, but like that's something that I've always enjoyed that we shared as friends is like no one else quite gets it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a Footloose episode, but we went on a rant.
Yeah, there's definitely a rant,
but definitely 100% recommend Footloose. Go watch it. Do you have anything else on this on this movie?
Not really. Just it's definitely just a movie. Like there's not a whole lot to talk about, but go watch it because it deserves to still be acknowledged and still be enjoyed. And again, it's like an hour and 50 minutes. It's crazy. That it sounds like a lot, but you look at like, you know, like F1 was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So like different times.
Cool. So I think we're going to close up the episode. I'm going to ask Zach the most random question, but if he gets it right, I'm going to dig up this footage and people are going to think you're a time traveler in the future, right?
Okay.
All right. Who's winning the NBA Finals in 2036?
2036?
If you get this right, I'm just saying, people in like 50 years are going to be like, this guy traveled through time.
Okay. So what? We're 2025, 2036.
Like, it's basically 10 years from now.
You know... This is going to... Orlando Magic.
Hey, that would be cool.
I don't know why, but my gut just says that. It's going to be some random East team. It's just going to be a random, like, I don't know. I just have a feeling.
Yeah. So you're going to reveal that you're a time traveler? No, I'm playing.
You're just going to do it like that?
Top 10 conspiracy theories. Y'all, we love Jesus.
I forgot.
We love Jesus. We love the Bible. We love sharing the Word of God, and we're going to do that right now. Zach, go ahead.
Awesome. So I'm going to be reading out of 1 Corinthians today. 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. And it says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. And for those wondering, like, why am I talking about love? Love is Jesus. This is the example Jesus laid for us.